friends, welcome back to new lesson. You are with me Akila. In this video, we're gonna look at zinc oxide eugenol impression paste. In dentistry, zinc oxide eugenol is popular as an impression material for making impressions of edentulous arches, and it cannot be used for dentate arches and in the areas of severe undercuts because as it is non-elastic, when impression is taken in undercut areas, there may be chance of breaking the impression, and it is classified as rigid and irreversible impression material. Zinc oxide and eugenol based products are widely used in dentistry and temporary filling materials. If there is a cavity in the tooth, a temporary filling material can be placed into this space, and it is to restore damaged tooth. This temporary filling have to be replaced with a permanent one. And zinc oxide eugenol based products are also used in the root canal filling material, and next in the bite registration paste. Bite registration is an occlusal representation of how maxillary and mandibular teeth intercusp. It is essential for articulation of maxillary and mandibular study model. And next, it is also used in the relining material of dentures. Relining is the procedure used to resurface the tissue side of denture with new base material to produce an accurate adaptation to denture foundation area. And the next use is in the impression for the edentulous patients. Classification. They are classified into two types. Type 1 is also called hard one and type 2 are soft. And it is available in the market as paste form and the liquid powder form. The paste form is available in the two forms, that is base paste and the accelerator paste. Let's see the composition of this paste. Base paste consists of zinc oxide and the mineral oil, while accelerator paste contains clove oil, polymerized rosin, filler, lanolin, resinous balsam and calcium chloride. The mineral oil present in the base paste acts as a plasticizer, means to promote flexibility and reduce brittleness, and it also masks the actions of eugenol as an irritant, as eugenol has irritating property. And clove oil present in the accelerator paste contains 70 to 80% of eugenol. It is sometimes used in the preference to eugenol because it reduces burning sensation. And rosin speeds the reaction and improves the homogeneity. Canada and Peru balsam improves flow and mixing homogeneity. Calcium chloride acts as an accelerator. And other accelerator can also be used are zinc acetate, primary alcohols and glacial acetic acid. These are the other accelerators. Let's see the setting reaction. This is an acid-base reaction. The final product is called zinc eugenolate, is a salt. First, the zinc oxide have to be hydrolyzed to form zinc hydroxide. This zinc hydroxide acts as a base and the eugenol is an acid. Finally, the reaction is zinc eugenolate is a salt. Moving on to manipulation, that is mixing. We need a glass slab or impervious paper and spatula. 2 ropes of paste of same length and width, one from each tube, are squeezed onto the slab. The 2 ropes are mixed until a uniform color is observed, and the mixing time is 1 minute. Setting time. Initial setting time is a period from the beginning of the mixing until the material stops to fluid and plastic. And the final set occurs when the paste acquires a certain degree of hardness, is called final setting time. The final and initial setting time for 2 types of paste are 3 to 6 minutes, and the final set is for type 1 is 10 minutes, for type 2 is 15 minutes. Control of setting time. The factors controlling the setting time are particle size. If the particle size of zinc oxide powder is smaller, the setting time is less. And the accelerator. Setting time can be decreased by adding accelerators like zinc acetate and the water. It increases the speed of formation of zinc hydroxide. And mixing time. Longer the mixing time, then shorter the setting time. And we could also add the retarders to delay the setting time. Retarders delay the setting time. The retarders could be oil, waxes, and also setting time can also be delayed by cooling the mixing slab. Moving on to properties, dimensional stability. It is quite satisfactory. A negligible shrinkage, that is 0.1%, may occur during hardening. And next, consistency and flow. These are the clinically important properties. A paste of thick consistency can compress the tissue, and a thin flowing material copies the tissue without distorting them. Clinically, these materials have a very good flow. And moving on to strength, the impression should resist distortion and fracture when removed from the mouth after setting. The strength of the hardened zinc oxide eugenol is approximately 7 MPa. And the biological considerations are it causes burning sensation in the mouth, can also cause tissue irritation. Now the important step is disinfection. The impression is rinsed and placed in the disinfectant solution. Rinsing removes saliva and other contaminants. The recommended disinfectant solution is 2% glyceraldehyde solution. Let's see some of the advantages and disadvantages of this material. It is dimensionally stable and minor defects can be corrected locally without discarding the good impression. It can be checked in the mouth repeatedly without deforming. And the disadvantages are it is sticky in nature and others to the tissue. Eugenol can cause burning sensation and tissue irritation. It cannot be used for making impressions of teeth and undercut areas as it is inelastic. Let's see some of the zinc oxide based paste. Surgical paste. After certain periodontal surgeries like gingivectomy, that is surgical removal of diseased gingival tissue, where sutures cannot be placed, a zinc oxide based surgical paste may be placed over the wound to aid in the retention of the medicament, to protect the wound and to promote healing. Earlier pastes were eugenol based, but currently the surgical paste avoid eugenol because of its potential of tissue irritations. These are called non-eugenol paste. And other pastes are bite registration paste. These are materials used for the recording the occlusal relationship between two occluding surfaces. So thank you so much for staying with me. I hope this session has been helpful for you. Like, share, subscribe to my channel to get more videos.